Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, halfway through our trading week, October 8th, 2014. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you on a Wednesday early in my time of the world in Thailand. Rainy skies, dark, cloudy, nasty. Yeah, won't be going outside today. Looks like the only sunshine out there is in my office. All right, traders. Got a little bit to talk about. Going to go over some currency pairs, some news, some data, see what's going on. The last 2 days have been not too good in the trading world, huh? Price all over the place. We'll talk about it. Traders, if you would let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Guild. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview every single day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I came on a 3-month holiday to Thailand. Well, today, traders, I'm still in Thailand. I think I'm still on a holiday. Having a great time trading Forex, and the time zone in Thailand to trade is awesome. I can trade Asia, London, and about the first 3 hours of New York. Absolutely wonderful place to trade. All right, traders, let's get the risk disclaimer out of the way. Let's hit the charts. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Meaning, you're on a demo account, you're winning 80% of your trades. Guess what? When you go onto a live account, that's going to drop. So that 80 might drop to 40 or 50. So just be prepared for that. That is normal. It happens to everybody. All right, let's talk about news. Believe it or not, it is going to be a technical day today. Not a lot coming out. We do have, in about 3 hours' time, we have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, so that's about 400 GMT. We got the Yen's BOJ monthly report. Also, unemployment rate out of the Swissy. Then we have unemployment rate, where else? I know I saw something else. Oh no, then we go later into, and these are all medium impact, The pound's got a Halifax House Price Index, and traders, I gotta be honest with you, there is absolutely nothing in the New York session. This is 100% a technical day. Commentary for today is this. The bottom line is, Monday was a correction day from NFP. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. It was like pretty wild. A couple of pairs that we looked at, I thought we're going to make it. And, I went back and I looked at my analysis and I looked at the video and, seen what I said compared to what today's charts look like. And, probably 3 out of the 6 worked. But, the New Zealand was, really difficult to get into because it whipsawed so much. And if you would have stuck with it, you could have made your 30 or 40 pips. But the chances of you just staying in it, unless you had a 60 pip stop, was pretty difficult. It was just all over the place. And you'll see today's chart is a much better chart. All right, traders, let us take a look at the 60-minute Forex analysis for today. Always starting with the euro dollar. This is the 60-minute chart. Traders, I just took this snapshot about an hour ago. This is pretty interesting. As we saw, it came up past the 200 exponential moving average. After New York, it stood up there, and now it's below the 200 exponential moving average. Listen, the dollar is still strong. The dollar index today is up. So, we expect to buy the dollar, so we want to sell the euro dollar. But we need a good confirmation. We need a nice bearish candlestick formation. And we need this to absolutely come on down. Traders, I forgot to mention what the indexes were doing. By the way, the Dow 30 negative 1.6%, the S&P 500 negative 1.51%, the Nasdaq negative 1.44%. Sort of talking about why price and charts look like they did. Looking across at the Eurozone, the DAX was down 1.34%, the FTSE 100 down 1.04%, and the CAC 40 down 1.81%. The Euro Stoxx 50 1.80% also to the downside. Traders, let's go to my side of the world in Asia. Let's see. These markets are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is down 1.38%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is down 0.75%. The Shanghai is up just barely at 0.07%. The Hang Seng is down 0.83%. And ending with the Kospi, which is up barely at 0.05%. My apologies for forgetting to tell you that information. But just so happened I looked at the other screen and remembered I forgot to give you that. So you've got it. So a lot of red yesterday, both out of the U.S. session and the European session. So we'll see what happens today. As far as going back to the euro, like I said, we want a nice, solid candlestick bearish formation. I'll take this short at like 26.38, 35. We'd like to take this. We'll just take it down to 25.85 or somewhere down there. Grab about 15, 20 pips and get out. This is the pound. The pound did absolutely nothing yesterday. It was sideways most of the day. Didn't do much of anything. Again, it's below the trend line that I put in there today. But we want this to come down below that 618 at one point. Looks like 60, 65, and we just want to take this bearish, but it's got to prove itself, and it's starting to. So hopefully in the next few hours before the London Open, we can get an entry on this pair. All right, going over to the Aussie dollar. This pair is kind of crazy. Look at these wicks on this pair, all over the place. The only reason that this pair stayed up and stayed at resistance yesterday was, remember, we had Aussie news yesterday. It took about 45 minutes before the market kicked in. And this pair moved like between 50 and 60 pips to the upside. So now, what am I expecting? It to go back to its old ways, and the Aussie will become weak. The dollar comes strong, so we're going to want to sell this. However, we can't do anything until it closes below that 200 exponential moving average. It has to close below the 200 exponential moving average. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie, one of my favorites. Traded very nicely yesterday. The only problem with yesterday's trade was there was no pullback. You had to get into the trade. You either took it or you didn't, and I like the pullback. I like to see a pullback and then get into the trade. So today we're looking for this to pull back. You can't sell it here, right? Well, you can sell it here. We just need a bearish candlestick formation, sorry. And yeah, at this 50% fib, which is great at 43.95, absolutely a great spot to sell this. And we'll just take this down. This is in a perfect position. We're going to take profit at 43.21, and our stop loss is going to be at the 200 exponential moving average. And I have to tell you, the only reason why I'm giving this so much room for a stop loss is because of the Aussie. I'm not sure how the Aussie is going to react today. So I'm giving it a little bit of extra room. Otherwise, that stop would be a little tighter than it is. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Euro Yen really did not much yesterday. Came down a little bit. It did hit our analysis yesterday, and you were able to get into the trade, but not for many pips, for a lot of work. Hopefully today will be a lot better. We just need the pullback, though. We're not going to sell it here, folks. This needs to pull back up to that 50% fib at 137.14, and then we can take this back down. Or 137.22 is fine, and take this back down, all the way back down to support at 136.63. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand. Is this a messy, ugly chart or what? Yeah, this chart is absolutely a disaster from yesterday. Hopefully this will pull back. It just needs to pull back a notch and then give us a bearish candlestick formation and take this down. Remember, this is an hourly chart. And we should have no problem with that. And we'll just take that down. Sorry for the slight interruptions every so often. I've got this fly that keeps going in my face. Isn't that aggravating? I got this fly and I can't get rid of it. I'm trying everything, but it's not working. So that's why that's why every so often you hear a pause in my talking. It's going to be a dead fly by the time I'm done. I can promise you that. So this New Zealand is pretty nasty, and hopefully we get some sort of a decent plan here, and this thing sort of like comes together and gives us a nice bearish candlestick formation. We can take this to the downside. Look at yesterday's candles. Look at those wicks. Look at how many times this has tried to hit that 200 exponential moving average and could not break above it. You have to really, really appreciate the 200 exponential moving average. Traders, I gotta tell you, I didn't give you the weather report. Oh, I did give you the weather report. It is raining, and it's been raining for about the last 18 hours non-stop. It is ugly, it is nasty outside in Pattaya, Thailand, coming to you live. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me today for the market opening preview on October 8th, 2014. Traders, you have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Remember, trade smart and